Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you're well. We're back in Poppyfields once more and we are going to be working on the next bit of our garden. So last episode we built our rockery in here with some nice grasses and a couple of cherry blossom trees, which I think has turned out really nice. Today we are going to focus on this big area in the middle, which is going to be the fern garden. So let's crack on with that. So I'm recording quite a lot of these in advance, so I haven't had any of your feedback from the last, I don't know, 7 episodes or something. I'm about a week in advance at the moment, which is fantastic for me. Not so good with regarding your feedback, but this, it's how it is. I have to record when I can. So I'm just thinking about what trees I want to put in here. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start small and work big. I'm definitely having some of these. I'm gonna have some tree ferns. I'm gonna have some big ferns as well. I am wondering if I need to actually use both sides of this area here as ferns, because some of these are so big I can't fit many into here. So I might do that, and then I might do water here and make that a little pond area in here, and see if I might see if I can do a little pond, sort of like a little stream area coming all the way around here maybe. I'll see what I can do. Let's focus on the ferns first. So actually bracken is one of the best ferns. It's annoying that it doesn't label this as fern, but so this is going to be quite a straightforward garden, I think, to bring together, because it is basically just going to be a ton of ferns. I'm gonna really just go nuts with these things. Because yeah, they're just fantastic. I just love ferns. I love ferns in real life. I'm a big fan. I do, again, like I said with the grasses in the last garden, I put ferns in most gardens that I work in because they just give you so much. They look fantastic when they're growing. Once they've grown like this, they look fantastic. So yeah, they're just great. So yeah, I'm just going a bit crazy here and just dotting these everywhere. And we'll just layer upon layer upon layer, basically, is the plan. I'll probably go up to there, and I'll bring them all up around the back here and around the front. I want them kind of really overhanging the pathway. If you remember, I'm going to be getting rid of this pathway and making it a natural looking pathway. So once these are gone, the path will just blend naturally in with the soil on the side, which is great because it means you don't have to worry too much about leaving soil. So I'm just sort of creating a real blanket of these ferns to start with, and I'll probably do 1 or 2 unexpected plants in this area as well. See what I can find. I am going to try and make sure I'm not covering the ground completely here. I am trying to leave some gaps because we are going to have a couple of big ferns in here, and yeah, it's going to look great once it comes together. Now we've also got little ferns. I quite like just a few of these little ferns as well, just to add a bit of extra detail. Actually, I did forget a detail, didn't I? What was it? I thought of something when I was just sitting in bed last night. I thought of something that I didn't do in the last habitat. What was the last habitat? See, I've forgotten already. I've forgotten what I've just done. Oh, it was the badgers. Yeah. What didn't I do that I decided that I needed to do? I don't remember. What was it? Oh, it was the detail of I wanted a tap, like a water tap in the habitat that the people were using, the staff. And I forgot to put it in, so I'm going to go back and do that. I'll do that in a minute because I will forget otherwise. So I don't really think these other ferns are necessary. I do like these. Actually, do you know what? I do like these ones. Let's go with these. If I just scatter a few of these because they are slightly different texture and they do look distinctly different. So actually they do add quite nicely to the montage of ferns. I mean, this you can't walk into here and not realise that it's a fern garden, can you? Tell you what I should do actually as I go along, I should change the pathways once I've finished the area that I'm working on. I think that will look good. I'm not going to do those ones because those are too tropical. That's not the look we're going for here. But I do want some of these. Now let's have a look. That's the Big Daddy one. So let's get a couple of these Big Daddies in. Maybe, oh actually that's quite sizable as well. I quite like the idea of that kind of hanging over the edge there a little bit. Get one of these growing right back in the hedge, and then let's go small over here. Maybe small in here. I'll get another small one there. Then we've got these lovely big things. Oh, I just love these. Gonna have a few of these big ones, and there are smaller ones as well, so I will get a couple of these smaller types. What do we got? That's a really small one. Oh, and that's a really, really small one. That's fine. It's good to have a bit of variety. See how easy this comes together. It's such a simple idea, a fern garden. Let's get one over there. Now, do I want a few tree ferns as well? Yes, of course I do. Who doesn't love a tree fern? Try and mix this one up a little bit as well. Try and get a couple of different types in. I don't want it to look crowded, but I do want you to feel like you're in a bit of a jungle. Get a couple of these nice angled ones in. Where else have we got some room back here? So I want this bit here. Let's just come down here. I want this to be quite enclosed, so you can't really see past here and into the badgers. Nice. I think that's looking really good already. Now, before I delete the path, I am just going to come back in over here. Because, now what was it? It was one of these. I always forget what this is called. Classic tap pillar. I wanted to put one of these in the badger habitat here. So their water is over here, which they are enjoying, which is good. So yeah, so I was thinking I would have a tap over here somewhere. Logically, I think you would have a little thing like that, just a little detail that I just meant to do and forgot about. The other detail that I did say I was going to do was a little fence along here, but because I ended up doing the log roll, actually I think that's fine. I don't think it needed a little fence along here. I mean the logs are quite big anyway, so people aren't going to walk over there. There we go, that was just something that I hadn't done and I meant to, so there we go. Right, now let's come back in here and have a look at these natural paths. Let's see how they look. Yeah, look at that. See, so it all just blends together. And then let's go down here as well. Obviously here we've got the edging to the pathway, but that's fine. And then we'll just leave it like that for now. Great, so let's just come down and look at this. So this is our natural pathway coming through here. Don't mind, got a little bit of green showing in places, just the grass is attempting to grow. So that looks really nice now as you come through there. And then as you come through this one, I will just paint that a little bit out. See, it's just a really natural pathway now going through the ferns. So it's not even like it's more like a track than a path. It's just a natural clearing where you walk through. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. I love that. Great. Very happy with that. Now, do I want the other big thing that I wanted somewhere in this garden was going to be the lipstick palms. I'm just wondering. I might do this around the water over here. Let's try the water. Let's move on. So I'm just wondering if I could do a little pond here. Can I get it? Ah, no. I might just move the pathway a bit here. Let's just try and widen this out a bit to see if I can squeeze a little stream through there. Yes, I can. Good. And then we can have the water going all the way around here. Let's just smooth that out. And most of this is probably going to be hidden with some rock work. Yeah, so you end up with quite a nice looking little water feature going all the way around to the edge there. I like that. Let's get back our soil edging. Okay, that's looking nice as a body of water. So let's look at some rocks around here. Do you know, I might try and use some of these fake rocks because I can colour them. And I can have them this nice pale grey, the same as the rock over here. And the problem we're going to have potentially is this little bit. We have got, yeah, see, we have got these as well, which look really nice. That's quite a nice small piece. Ah, here we go. That's the sort of look I was going for. Right, so I guess these should probably start over here. And I can make a sort of an edge with this, and then I can obviously add to it and cover it up with other things. But if this makes a basic shape around the edge of the pond, I think that will look nice. And then again, I can just kind of layer upon layer. And again, it doesn't actually matter if you leave bits of soil showing, because you're going to be getting rid of the pathway, so you're not going to have that strong edge on the pathway anyway. Hopefully I can make this look good. Some of this may get deleted out. I'm hoping when I get the other rocks as well, I can make it look quite natural. So that's that bit, and then the idea is around that you start adding in all these other ones. I don't know, I'll probably do sort of loose rocks up around the back there, but you definitely need things like this around the rest of it. And then there'll be foliage as well to cover up quite a lot of this. And just really, I'll just keep going until I think I've kind of done enough. So this is obviously, I'm not trying to make it look like it's a natural pond. You know, it's meant to look artificial. And it's, again, it's one of those things, it's not going to look good until it's finished. And I know I say that a lot, but it's true. A lot of these things don't come together until the very end, and then you just slot the last bit into place, and suddenly you go, ah, that's what he was doing. Tell you what, this is something I don't do enough, is certainly with rocks, is angle them differently like this, use them on their ends, because some of them do look really nice. Not all of them. I mean, like that one there, it doesn't quite look good on the back. Now, why has that just changed colour? That's annoying, isn't it? That's very strange. Yeah, that doesn't look very good at the back. So I might just have to disguise that a little bit. Okay, we're getting there. Starting to look decent. Now, this stuff, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to use this, whether I can, might have to go with some of this smaller stuff. Don't know, I do like the big stuff, but only if I can make it look decent. Again, I think once we get some foliage, I think, around the edge. I like the idea of a kind of a line of rocks around the edge. No, they look shocking. Let's see if I can just try and make this look like a proper sort of cavernous edge. It's tricky. Definitely a tricky concept. And then let's just go with surface snapping at the back here and see what I can do. So I do feel like the back here is going to need something to make it look quite solid and robust, I think, below this, the line of these hedges. Certainly I think down actually in the water here as well. Okay, that's looking good. Let's do some more down in here, I think. Provides a nice sort of base, I think, down in here. Well, that's gone really deep there, never mind. I like that as a sort of a base to the water. Okay, that's looking good. So let's come back to here then. Let's start with some basic cover. So let's get rid of snapping. So we're going to need stuff growing around the rocks, because otherwise the rocks don't look very good. So let's start with my arrowwood bush, which, as you know, if you've seen any of my videos, is my go-to rock plant, because it just looks so damn good. There's no denying that this stuff is it's just perfect for this this kind of rock work, where you want to make it look like stuff is growing through the rocks. Now what can I do with it over the back here? I do feel like the hedgerow here needs to look like it's sort of intermingled with the water. So I'll just odd bits and pieces like that. Good. And then what else have we got? We need some stuff with some more substance to it, I think, and certainly I think stuff like this with some nice bright foliage and colour, I think looks nice. I'll probably do a bit more bush stuff over the back. Don't mind just the odd bit like this, kind of poking through on the path. I think that looks quite nice. I get a little bit of it over there. Now I've got some floating rocks there, so I should try and hide them a little bit. Don't mind stuff like that growing kind of in the water as well. Some of it can be intermingled, I think, with the arrowwood. So it looks quite nice there, kind of growing either side of the rocks, I think. Let's come down to this height. Let's see, do we need some actually on the rock here? I think we do. Excellent. Okay, what else have we got? So do we want, no, we don't want that. Do we want anything like this over the back? No, we don't. I think bushes, as far as bushes go, that's probably enough, I would say. Don't know, do I want, I might just do a couple of these. Just growing on the edges. I don't want too much, but I do love these. I think they do look really nice. Yep, that's good. Any sort of creosote bush. I'm not against the idea of some of this kind of intermingled with the this hedgerow a little bit. Don't mind, yeah, don't mind just a little bit of this. Excellent. Now I think we need some grasses in here as well. We have got different types of grasses, and I like some of this because they do look like things that would be growing on the sort of the verges of the water. Yeah, I think that works. The margins, that's the word. Sorry for my moment of silence there, because I was thinking, I said what did I say? I don't know what I said. I didn't say margins. I think I said verges. I meant margins. That's what it's called. They're margin water plants. And they're things that grow just on the edge of the water. Maybe just their roots are going in the water, but the plant themselves is sort of out of the water. That's what I was aiming for. Let's get a couple of these slightly deader looking ones in as well, just because they add a nice colour contrast. Lovely stuff. Now, is there anything like this that will look good actually in the water? Yes, it does. Let's be honest, it does. Let's do this, because then I can have it coming kind of right out of the rocks if I'm careful. It's tricky with this because you've got to make sure the angle is right. There we go. Yeah, so when you get it sunk right in like that, oh, it just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Look at that. It's a lovely bright colour, this one as well, which I definitely like. What have I done here? I've got like this big cavern here. I'm going to have to put a rock down in that, I think, because that looks a bit odd. Just a little bit of this in here, I think. I'm just going to cover this cavern up because it doesn't work. Where are the big rocks? Where did I put a big flat one? There we go. we're just going to have a big rock bottom here. Just there we go. Yeah, that's good. I'll tell you what, I'll add a little bit of this on to there as well to kind of disguise that a bit. Oh, actually, I think that one just needs to go across there a little bit. You can't really see it from up here much anyway, so that, you know, it's not a big problem. Good, we've got the edges looking nice there. I definitely think we need some reeds. So what do we want, this type or this type? Maybe both. But not much, because it's not a very big water area. So we only need a minimal amount of stuff in the water, I would say. And then over here maybe I'll get some of these. Again, just growing on the margins, these ones. Maybe a little bit over here. Lovely stuff. Oh, I'm very happy with how that's looking now. Just a lovely little stream. Or a little pond going around the edge there. I like that a lot. I'm very happy with how that's turned out. Right, let's get rid of the pathway around a bit of this. Not all of it, because we haven't finished over here yet. But let's do some of this and see how it looks. We'll just go to there for now. So you imagine you're coming through the fern area. You've got your rockery there and your butterflies there. Turn this way, and you've got again, you've just got a nice laid out pathway next to the water. Come around here, and that will lead into our last area, which will just be flowers. I think I'm just going to do a collage of flowers in that bit. Now I don't think I need any trees in here, do I? Yes, I do. Of course I do. What am I thinking of? The most obvious tree in the world. You've got to have a willow somewhere. Which one of these is best? Oh, look at that one. Oh my word. No, that's probably too much. I think this one, I might get away with this one. If I can get it in the right spot. Do you know what? I think I probably do need the big one as well. Maybe just growing over the back here somewhere. Can I get away with a third one? In here somewhere? Let's see what we think. Oh, I love the way this is drooping down over this rock. That looks fantastic, doesn't it? Right, how are we looking? Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. They just add so much, don't they? Absolutely gorgeous. There we go. So there is our little water area of our garden. All finished. So we did our ferns today. And we did our water garden. So the only bit left to do now is this. Now we've also got to decide how we're, or what I'm doing over here. It's going to be, I think, an antelope habitat, I think. Essentially just a big field, probably. And the pathway will then head off somewhere else, but backstage will be connected to this backstage and use this, I think. I liked the idea of having a little backstage bit in here, so I might do that in the next episode, as well as the flowers that are coming into here. So I'm going to bring this path round, I'm going to flatten this out and build like a little storage yard, I think, because you won't be able to see it from this side, of course, and from over here you will, but what I might do is put up a bit of fencing or trellis or something along the top here to kind of just disguise it a bit. But yeah, so that's going to do us for today, though. So there we go. What do you think of the fern garden? and the water garden. I think both of them. I think the water garden has turned out best so far. But the ferns, you know, it's easy to do a fern garden. Let's be honest, anyone can do that. I think that's looking good. I still like the rockery as well. So yeah, brilliant. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed the episode, please do hit the like button as well, so that really helps out the channel. And if you've got anything else you want to say, just let me know. I will see you again, hopefully, in the next episode. Until then, take care, and bye for now.